Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, everybody. I hope you have been doing well, and I apologize for my great and grand absence in this so beloved series. I've been having a lot of personal issues regarding my mental health. Was in a really bad depressive episode for about 2 weeks there, and had no drive to do anything creatively. So I just kind of sat around and watched TV and played games that didn't really make that big of a difference in my life. But I'm back. I feel better now, and I'm hoping to continue this. If you missed it, I did do a live stream of Icarus over the weekend. That is up on the channel in its entirety. I probably will not be doing a breakdown video of that, just because I think that the live stream covers it really well, and it was totally fine to be viewed there. Now, you can see that our base has kind of filled out, so to speak. And we have a couple of places that are in need of attention because they're new. Down here, this is just a big empty area, and the big thing that's going on in here is that I am attempting to melt some crude oil because, well, I need plastic. And I found crude oil down here, which is what we're currently mining. Strangely, it is so cold down here that this black stuff is not oil, it is liquid carbon dioxide, and in fact the oil is just solid. So, that's fun. Gotta deal with that. Love the cold, right? I'm probably gonna put some temperature shift plates down here and see if I can't heat this up. Then we're gonna be putting the oil refinery in here and working with the petroleum that outputs that to get the polymer press, and in time this area will heat up quite significantly, which is why it is fairly well insulated from the base at large. Additionally, we have ourselves a new power supply. We have a natural gas geyser up here that is going to be supplementing our power. And to supplement our water generation, our water in the base, because we are running kind of low, I have put in a filtration system, and that filtration system will be running mostly all of this polluted water, which is generated from our natural gas geyser and our natural gas generators here. So that should be all good to go. And we have a gas crusher up here just to make sure we don't generate too much CO2. We're pumping all of that out here to this gas vent, and it's getting taken care of. I'm a bit paranoid about gas pressures for obvious reasons, I think. So it's nice to have that taken care of. We are going to continue to explore upwards. And then once we have plastics, I want to try and tame this gold volcano. So that we can get gold out of it and energy from the steam turbine that will be there. And we'll also need to be doing some exploration to the left and the right and the left because we don't know exactly what's all over here, and there seems to be quite a large map. But we have indeed, I should say, found magma, and I am kind of digging down to I'm considering planning to dig down here to get near it, just because I kind of want... I was considering using the heat from here to break up the crude oil over here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that or not. There is a lot of crude oil down here that does need to be liquefied, and I'm not sure whether I want to do that up here in the base, or if I want to do this down here in this oil biome and try and build something down here to deal with that. We also have a ton of diamond that is down here, and that is going to be pretty nice, I think, as far as what we end up needing for more late game builds. A lot of stuff that diamond is used for is kind of delicious. We do seem to have an issue here with some of our oxygen. What is going on here? We don't have enough algae, which is why I built this. Now, we do seem to have an issue here where there is a pipe. Our hydrogen pipe is being blocked. Why is that? Let's follow this up. There's some oxygen here. So what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct these, probably at a very high priority, and then we will go in and we'll reconstruct those, and that should get our hydrogen flowing again. I was having issues with this hydrogen generator because it's just built really quickly. It's just there to supply the base with hydrogen and oxygen, and you can see that there is some... I had some issues with the situation before it got fixed, so I have some oxygen here that is an issue. I want this done now, duplicants. Hurry, hurry. Wakey, wakey. It's time to fix the base before we run out of power and oxygen and we all die from suffocation. Come, come. Now, we'll pause, go back to our ventilation display, go up here for gas pipes, put those in, priority level 9, come back and fix that stuff right now, duplicants. Was this actually starting to grow properly, finally? Huzzah. What delicious supplication we have. I see. We'll disconstruct that one, and that will be at highest priority, duplicants. Highest priority, please. And thank you. Okay. So this must be being disconnected. Okay, so I need to add a tank for the hydrogen to go to as well, I see. Because we're having an issue with that. So, go ahead and put this together just like that. And we'll put that priority all on max. Now these, are those the same? Okay, so that's being controlled by the same thing. I think I kind of want to stop these from working and instead let the hydrogen take priority. We should be fine on power between the hydrogen and the natural gas, though, so not so worried about that. And you can see here we're getting flow in, which means this pump this is a problem. Let's do oxygen then. Is that not what you're being... Oh, it's so fast. Okay, these are max gas pressure, so I think we're going to reconnect that. These guys will pull that down. This will stay on hydrogen. And we should be good to go. I hope. What's starving? Otto? You have... There's food right there, dude. Come on. Good. Our dusk tap is actually growing. Hell yeah. And ventilation. Yeah, we're still pulling a mixed gas, so that's fine. These guys... I need to get these guys to have a gas bridge. That. next to the oxygen system. That's going to be important, because that way we have oxygen going to our oxygen masks. That way we can continue to actually... Do we not have suits? We have suits. Okay. So, come on, dupes, you need to build that quicker. All hands on deck, duplicants. Let's get this built. Okay, that's putting oxygen. Perfect. It's putting oxygen into our system. All right. That is a good system. So now we shouldn't have to worry about hydrogen backup buildups and stuff. Let's get some gold amalgam, shall we? And this should... Oh, I disconnected it. That's why that's not working. Well, let's just go ahead and deconstruct this then. What is this? Crude oil. Why is there crude oil on the ground? Please mop that. And then down here, I want ladders, and we're going to need a liquid pump, and some pipe, but I think utilities, temperature shift plates. Can I build this out of solidified crude oil? No, I cannot. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and build them. I think diamond has really good conductive properties, right? Yeah, it does. So let's go ahead and build some temperature shift plates out of diamond. That'll be good. We will have to put some source of heat in here, but we'll do that in a second. Here we go. Now we got oxygen being delivered to our suits, which means we can continue our operations out and about. You can also see here that I have a natural gas system being delivered to our cooker. Once we have things more up and running, those will be something that we can utilize. Let's see. This is all too cold, so that just needs to be warmed up. And we've got a hatch system going over here. How's our hatches look like? Good, 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 good. Okay. And our food is still going up, which is important. I'm sure you all know. Ah, here's more crude oil being delivered. Delightful. Now, something I would like to see here is at what point does crude oil liquefy? Okay, so it's a liquid until minus 40 Celsius. And it is much warmer than minus 40 Celsius in here. So we should see that liquefy on its own. I won't have to put heat in here too soon. So in that case, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves... let's do 2 liquid reservoirs, one here, one here. This one will be for crude oil, and it will go from here. This one will be for petroleum, and it will go to here, and be output to there. And we'll cancel that. And then this will go up, come over, and put right there. And we'll need, oh, that's got some height issues, so we'll go from there instead. Cancel that. How much power is this going to use? This is going to use 480, and this polymer press is going to use 240, so that's 1 transformer, I think, will be fine. These aren't on a transformer? No, they're not. Okay, so we'll do a transformer here. Conductive wire up and over, down, in. I know that that's not the most perfect way to do it, but it's how I'm going to do it. So you're just going to have to deal with it. And yes, we see all of this working just fine. Still got plenty of natural gas, and it's currently operating. I would like to see a buffer zone for this. Oh, stop. Disable that building. Stop doing that, guys. Come on. Really? That was silly. That was very silly. Okay. So this is going well. Let's go ahead and copy these settings. There we go. So I want a mushroom farm down here. So you can see I'm using 2 power transformers here in series. I think that's the right word. Yeah, they're in series. And that is allowing me to get a 2 kilowatt output to these 2 transformers, which are also being run in series, which allows me to supply 2 kilowatts of power to my grid, which helps to charge these batteries up here. And those are isolated specifically from these transformers. So we should be looking at a maximum grid potential of 2 kilowatts, keeping us nice and safe from any overloading wires. Now, at some point, I'm going to have to kind of upgrade the power system in the base, or at least start putting some more transformers in places that can utilize them, because I don't want there to be any issues with that. That would be most unfortunate. Something I was thinking about down here, and it's no longer applicable. Okay, so I was thinking about putting a back when this was still so cold that it was freezing the water, a transportation system to bring the solid water back up, the ice up, I should say. But as it seems to be running quite well on its own and not causing an issue, I think I'll just put a once this is done erupting and it has a chance to chill out a bit, as it were, I will put a pump down here to pump up the water. We have hydrogen from here too. Oh, we are swimming in resources. We need to utilize more power to burn through all of them, I think. But we are starting to finally warm our little corner of the universe up. And I think that that is quite nice myself. We've got quite a lot of iron ore and everything. But I am looking forward to seeing this be complete. That's enough faffing around. We are getting close to the crude oil being liquefied. It's just taking its good, sweet time with it. Let's see what's going on here. I guess we'll take Joya seeds. I don't really care, but whatever. This will eventually get automated, and hopefully we'll stop getting that nonsense. I'd like to figure out how to get the oxygen out of here. I think the answer is like a small gas pump, but I'm going to have to wait until we get plastic for that. So I got to wait for the crude oil. And yeah, so I think next up on the docket is crude oil for plastic. Get a couple of things taken care of around the base that need plastic to get taken care of. And then I think we will be good to choose the next thing. And look at this. We've got suits being developed. I'm going to give every duplicant a warm suit so that they are no longer hypothermic and frostbitten, because honestly, they deserve it. So, without further ado, I will bid thee adieu and take care. Till next time, toodles.